That's what happens, isn't it? You evolve, players leave, they pass on their knowledge to the young guys coming through, which that group of players you just mentioned are exceptional at, and we move on. It's just, that's how clubs evolve. 3 brilliant men, but I can't speak highly enough about them, and in particular the way they share their knowledge with the young guys coming through. So no, I'm happy with the guys coming through to replace them. Vacancies, I like that expression, vacancies. No, he has kicked on already, I think. He's had some injury problems, particularly at the start of the year, and unfortunately, in a competitive position like that, you get injured, you can go quickly to the back of the queue and wait for your turn again. But he's been very patient in that process. Very professional young man, constantly working on his game, and he'll be back. He's got a big future with his club. It's irrelevant. Any other results? It's about us, isn't it? It's about us getting things right after that game. It was disappointing, but as I said earlier, they played well. They stuck in right to the end there, Connor. But no, it's irrelevant of the results. Get our process right, get our game right. That's all we can do.
I feel as a player that game time is where, and being involved week on week is where you keep yourself sharp and keep yourself, on top of the game. And I suppose with the possibility of reduced game time, and also the fact, I knew how my body was feeling in the winter months, in the hard grinds with the double sessions, as I mentioned in my statement. So it was just like I took all the factors into account, and I think, I'd given us socks, and I wanted to call it on my own terms as well. I didn't want to go that extra year too long and to not to be performing to the best of my ability. It would have done myself an injustice, but it would also done the lads around me an injustice. Like, there's lads coming through in the squad who are just as keen to learn, and they're probably more physically able for the game of rugby at this stage. So they'll be just as well able to give it as good as an account as themselves next year than I would have been at my stage in my career. I suppose there's some trepidation. I suppose it's all I've done for the last 12 years. You have to commit to rugby. I know I've been working outside of it, and I've been adding strings to my bow, but if you want to be good at rugby, if you want that to be your craft, you have to commit to it. I think Jamie Heaslip mentioned it in his retirement. You have to think about retirement, but focus enough on your career that you're good enough and you develop enough, and that you're continuously getting better, and you stay in rugby for as long as possible. I've deliberately taken next year. The rugby has afforded me that I will have time. I will have an adjustment process, where I'll be able to get as much experience in the new industries that I want to go into, in the new sectors. I'm supposed still quite undecided in what road I'm going to commit down to, but I'm studying an MBA at the moment, and that's very much helping me to get a broad sense of the business aspects and how the elite performance, how being in an elite performance environment can be helped towards the business aspects as well. So I'm going to take the year, going to really figure out what I'm going to do, going to get work experience in different industries, and find before I finally commit to exactly what I'm going to do for the rest of my working life. It's hard. There's lots there. Each season has its own different memories. There's just different Munster moments that stand out from each season. To be able, even though I wasn't over in the pitch, to be in the stand this year for the Claremont game. There's Saracens games. There's the win in Harlequins all the way back in 2012. There's been involved on the podium the last time we won a trophy, in 2011, 2012 season. So there's loads of different moments throughout the season. And I suppose from an individual point of view, there was getting capped for Ireland, the successes with Ireland that I had, being involved in the Six Nations wins, the being named Munster Player of the Year back in 2012, and just there's highs and lows, and there's just so many of them there that rather than one standout moment, there's just a great collection of moments, I suppose, across the career that really, allow you to go into retirement knowing that you did a lot in your 12 years as a pro, and you gave it socks.